Hi guys, it's Rhonda. And a few months ago, I did a video showing how I was using an asset pack here in Affinity, the Patriotic Geese, I believe it was. And I've had some requests about how do you create your own asset packs in Affinity. So I thought I'd show you how. It's a really quick process. It's super easy. And not only can you then save these assets into your Affinity program so you can use them over and over again, but you could also put asset packs together and sell them to other Affinity users. Okay, so this is a pretty useful thing to know how to do. So I thought I'd just show you real quick how to do that this morning. Right here is a set of watercolor bathing suits that I put together this morning, and just drag them on here so you can see them. So I'm going to show you real quick how to make your own Affinity asset packs. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this stuff and we are going to go to Render Studio. Okay, I have the prompts for this bundle of clip art right here, this boho fall. And I want to make an asset pack out of something like this so that I can use it, over and over again in maybe fall designs or, sell it as a pack to other people. So I grabbed the prompts for this and I'm just going to come in here to Render Studio and I'm going to go to my home screen, and from there I'm going to jump into my image generator. I'm going to turn on bulk prompt mode and I'm going to paste all 10 of my prompts in at one time because I can do that. And I think for this particular style of clip art, I might go with, I'm going to try Flux 2 Klein. Okay. And I'm going to come down here and just click generate 10 prompts. Now, hopefully I like what Flux 2 gives me, but we'll see. And we are generating all 10 of these at one time, so it does take just a little bit of time, but it's already started. Now, that first one looks really good, so I'm very happy with that. Yes, I'm glad I went with Flux 2. It looks great. The style is just what I was hoping for. So we're going to let these 10 all finish generating, and then we'll move on to the next step. Well, that's cute. The little autumn gnome, the deer. Yeah, this is going to be a really cute pack. And like I said, you can just save these so you can use them over and over again in your own designs, or you can sell them as asset packs to other people who use Affinity. It's completely up to you, but this is just a real quick set. If I was going to make a set of asset packs to sell, I would include, images like this, and then I would also include backgrounds that matched and things like that. Okay, so we have all 10 of our images, and I'm very happy with all of those. So next is I'm going to come up here to our tool switcher, and I'm going to jump into the background remover. You can also get to it from your left-hand panel. Now I'm going to go to history and I'm just going to select all 10 of these images right here and send them to the background remover. And I'm going to remove the background on all of them. And it only takes a few minutes. And our background remover, not to brag, but is probably one of the best out there. It does such a great job, even on watercolor images. So let's look, we can check them. They look great. And they should all be done. Let's check this gnome. Okay. Yeah, he looks pretty good too. And how about the hedgehog? Yep. Alrighty. So once they are all done, we are going to again switch tools. And I'm going to move into the image upscaler. And again, I'm just going to select from my history. And you can see these were the originals, and here they all are with their backgrounds removed. So I'm going to select the ones that already had their background removed, send them to upscaler. And in here, I have some options. I can ask it to resize these to 5,000 by 5,000, but I don't really need to do that because I'm just putting them into Affinity as assets. So the 4,096 is plenty big enough. And do I want to compress them to make them a little smaller? And the answer to that would be yes. So now I'm just going to click upscale. Okay, so these have all been upscaled and compressed. So we could download them one by one from here, but I'm going to go to my generation history over here on the left, and I am going to select these last 10 images because these are the ones that have been upscaled. And I'm just going to select right there, those 10, and I'm going to download them all together. And I'm going to make a folder here. Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. New folder, and we're going to call this boho fall, and we're going to save our 10 images right there to that folder. Okay, and then we are done in Render Studio. Now we will be jumping into Affinity. Okay, so let's jump in there quick. And I have my canvas set up here. It's 3000 by 3000, and I'm going to grab my folder here. Let's find that my boho fall. There we go. And I'm going to unzip that and extract all of those images that we just created. Okay, and they're all in here. Okay, now I am going to move this off the screen, but all we're going to do is we're going to drag these in and drop them one by one onto our canvas. Okay, so I'm just going to move that off, and I'm going to make sure this image fits on my canvas here. And once I do that, I'm going to come over here to my right side panel, and I'm in my assets panel. See that? If you don't see assets here, just come up to Window, General, and make sure Assets is ticked. I'm in the default one, and there's a little V menu here. I'm going to click on that, and I am going to select Create a New Category. And we're going to name this Boho Fall Assets. Okay. And now all we have to do is just drag that image over and drop it just like that. Then we'll delete that, and I'll drag my next one in. And again, we're just going to make sure this fits on our canvas. And then I'm going to drop that one in and delete. And we're going to repeat this process for all of our images that we just created and we want to include in this asset pack. Now, like I said, for the video, I am only doing these Clipart images, but if I were going to sell this as an asset pack, I would include backgrounds and other elements that went with it, you know, as a complete little system that people could use to create, you know, particular designs or whatever. But I would always make sure that they had more than just a few pieces of clip art in here. We would definitely have backgrounds that went with this. We would have, I believe in the one I did a few months ago, I even included like the doodle frames. So if people wanted to make the doodle frame designs, you know, they had that. So just think about what you want to include and make sure you create all the pieces that go with it. And then you just bring it in here, drop your individual pieces onto a canvas, and then drop them in here into your canvas. In fact, I think, let me check here quick, but I think I might have a couple backgrounds that I believe would work well with this. So let me just scroll here just for a couple of seconds and look and see what I have. Maybe not right here. I know I created some that would go well with this, but I just don't have them handy. And I'm not going to spend an hour looking for them either. I do know, one second, let's shoot back over here. Let's go into, let's look for, search for Easter. All right, and it's going to take forever this morning to search. There we go. Let's look here. Let's look. Here we are, this one. Here are some backgrounds that would go nicely with this. Just a couple, you know, stripes here. But anyway, you have everything that you want to include in your assets right here, and it's called Boho Fall Assets. So all you have to do now, once this is done, once you're ready, come back up here to this V menu, click Export Assets and Boho Fall. And now you have saved that as an asset pack that you can give to other people. You can sell it, or you can just save it so you have it when you want to. If I come up here now and I delete this category, okay, this little V menu again, select it, import assets, come over here, boho fall assets, open, and it will import those in for you. And now you have them stored here in your assets panel that you can use them over and over and over again. Or if you wanted to sell them, you can provide people with that assets file that you just exported, and they can install it on their system in Affinity, just like we just did here. Okay. So that's how easy it really is to create an asset pack. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll answer as soon as I can. As always, thank you so much for watching. Take a second to like and subscribe if you don't mind, and I'll see you in the next video.